Hey traders, Raghee here. We're going to do a review of the metals, and it's definitely meant to be because I was driving back from lunch with my husband, and he loves his 80s hair band, and Quiet Riot came on with the song Bang Your Head. And if any of you are hairband fans, you know the subtitle of that song is Metal Health Will Drive You Mad. Well, I think a lot of people are getting frustrated by metals right now. There's no need to be. This is a great time to be looking at gold, silver, and copper. Let's dive into that right now. So in terms of what I'm looking at, it's specifically the daily time frame. And gold has been really coming on in stages to being a wonderful trading market. It started off with the 1, 2, 3 that broke out in here. That is the top of the swing high, or the 2-point. That breaks the downtrend and puts us firmly into a choppy market. The choppy market organized into an uptrend right about the same time that we took out the 200 exponential moving average. And you can see down here, the market went double green. All right, now we can start to buy pullbacks. And this means we can buy pullbacks in the GC. We can buy pullbacks in the GLD. And then those of you that want to play the micro gold, the MGC, all of this looks great. It also starts opening the door to GDX and GDXJ and NUGT and XME and all those miners that will start to get clarity once the underlying has the kind of structure that suggests we're going to get some follow through. And that's exactly what we have in the pullback that we saw today. So really looking forward to more upside in gold as real yields stall or drop. Now that brings us to copper, another metal that really is not attached to the same narrative that gold is. It's attached really more to economic optimism and economic expansion and the kind of trends that we want to see in terms of tethered to the equities markets, tethered to the strength in stocks, and copper tends to track with that a little bit more. So here we have what's been a great set of dip buys in copper, and I don't suspect this one will be any different. I'm thinking we might see something more along the lines of, we had the higher high back in here, and then a series of lower highs, right? Another lower high, until finally this market broke higher. And I'm not going to be surprised if we see something like that again. So lower high, and then a continuation of the trend. So you might need to be a little bit more patient with this, but I like the zone that it's in for potential longs. And then that's going to open the door to Freeport-McMoRan. That's where this gets exciting. So let copper go first, and then Freeport-McMoRan, FCX, becomes something we could use either as a proxy to copper or in addition to. Now, where does this leave silver? I'm not leaving silver out because finally, if I have clarity on gold and I have clarity on copper, these two markets are usually one or the other, which one silver will track with. Sometimes silver tracks with copper because it does have some manufacturing applications. Sometimes it tracks with gold and behaves sort of like a precious metal, and it'll be a little bit more tethered to gold's narrative and the real yield narrative. But here's the thing. If copper's moving higher and gold's moving higher, silver and SLV, the silver ETF, becomes a terrific place to look for these continuation plays on the pullbacks. So metals are looking great. Keep an eye on them. Very excited about the trends we're seeing and the clarity that we're seeing across all three of these. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me